going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. The set for 99 overall MVP Patrick Mahomes is available. In today's video, we're going to complete it. We're going to talk about the best 97 overall BNDs to get in return, and also see how many coins we made off of Super Bowl predictor tokens. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure to go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here, you were searching around YouTube for Mutt 23 content, whether it's how to make coins, how to get free players, how to build your ultimate team, you found the right channel for everything. Stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. A lot to go over in this video. We're going to start with Super Bowl predictors. If you guys were unaware, the quick sells are available now, so you can trade those in for coins. Let's go ahead and total up all of ours and see how many coins we made off of them. I did not pick any Chiefs to win tokens, so we're missing out on a lot of coin there, and I'm okay with that. At the end of the day, I had faith in my squad to win. They came up short. Still proud. What a great season for us, but let's go ahead and see how many coins we make out of it. I know the one where we had like Chiefs losing at halftime and winning the game ultimately was one of the bigger payouts, but I don't know if I did it on this account either. I know I went with a bunch of the Mahomes MVPs and the Jalen Hurts over 275 passing yards. Here are all the sad ones with the Eagles winning there. Man, that could have been a lot of coin. But let's see what we got. Let me know down below in the comments section how many coins you made from these. We made a little over 200K. That's still a pretty good payout at the end of the day, so I'll take that. We'll add that to the coin count here. So that is item number one on our list for this video. Number two, the Patrick Mahomes set. So there are two different ways you can complete it. The number one way is if you opened up one of those bundles, whether it was earlier in the year or the one from this past weekend. If you had a Super Bowl token, you can trade that in for the 99 overall Patrick Mahomes. So that one is going to give you
a few moments later.
So almost 2 hours later, we're able to resume creating this video. Basically what happened, if you guys were unaware, earlier this afternoon, there were two sets available, as you can see now, and they took one away right when I started to record this video. The one that they took away was the one we're looking at right here, which allows you to put 3 97 overall Super Bowl cards into the set. In return, you would get the 99 Mahomes and a BND pack that lets you get back any 3 97s of your choice, but that does not include LTDs. Only the champion cards from part 1 and part 2 of the promo. The problem was that the set allowed you to put LTDs into it, so people were doing it accidentally, and obviously if it's an LTD, it's limited, so you can't go back and get it because it's not in packs anymore. So I don't know if they're going to do any type of make right that for that. I think you kind of had to pay attention to detail when you were doing this set. My apologies if you put like an MVS in here or a Jalen Hurts or any of the LTDs, but now it only will take the regular 97 overall champions, again from part 1, players like Jerome Bettis, and then from part 2, players like Jason and Travis Kelce. We're going to complete the set in this video. The other option is if you completed, I shouldn't say completed, if you purchased one of the Super Bowl bundles that gave you the MVP token, you can put that token into this set. In return, you're going to get the 99 overall MVP Mahomes, and that card is going to quick sell for 500K. Now, when we talk about the cheapest way to do the Patrick Mahomes set, to be honest, there isn't really a cheapest way. We'll go over the options that you have, and you can break down the math, but I think simply buying 97s and putting them into the set is going to be your best route. If you take a look, 97s I think will probably settle somewhere between 650K and maybe 675. You can see they're right around 700K, and I talked about this tactic on my No Money Spent account on my second channel, where basically I was getting the pieces to build a 97 in anticipation of this type of set, where we're going to build out that 97, sell it for about 700K, take our 94 overall BNDs in return, and make profit off of that set. That's something you would have had to have done prior to today. It's a little bit too late for that, but you can see you buy 3 of these at 700K. I mean, you're spending over 2 million coins. On the flip side of that, I mean, you can go out and buy the card for much, much cheaper, right? It doesn't cost 2 million on the auction house, but you do get 3 97s back in return, and some of these cards can play on your team for the remainder of the year, especially if you're rocking the Eagles or Chiefs theme team. Some of the cards are really good. We'll talk about the best ones to pick from the 97s that you get back as BND, but the other option, if you want to look into it, though I don't think it's going to really work out, is you can look into building the 97s, and if you can somehow build those for cheaper than 700k each, you can go that route. But with the 94s being at 160k, that's obviously going to add up to more than 700k if you multiply 160 by 5. You also have to keep in mind, and again, you can break down the math, if you do a 97 set, it's going to cost more than 700k to build, but you do get 5 94s back in return, which would amount to training, and then you can take that training maybe over to the TVP, but that's really reliant on luck at the end of the day, so I wouldn't advise that unless you want to gamble with it. So let's go ahead and complete the set. I happen to have 3 97s in my binder already, and 2 of the cards, I mean, I was probably going to be keeping for the remainder of the year, and that would be Kaiser White and Jason Kelce. I mean, they could potentially get an upgrade at some point later on, but these 2 cards I knew were going to stay a while. The third one we're going to put into the set is Travis Kelce, and this actually works out for me because this card gets Eagles Chem. If you guys were unaware, Jason can get Chiefs Chem, Travis can get Eagles Chem. It's something they did with the promo for a little bit of fun for the Super Bowl promo. So we're going to power down all 3 of these cards. We got to take off their abilities and everything. We're going to put them into the Mahomes set, and we're going to take those 3 guys back. But we will show you the full pack of all the options that you have for the 97s and kind of go over which ones I think are the best bet to take back as your 3 97s along with Mahomes. Now, one other move that you could make, and again, it's up to you on if you want to do it or not, but you could always build out this set for the Mahomes, sell the Mahomes card, and then you get 3 97s in return for a lot cheaper than they would be if you bought them outright. But of course, they are all BND. If they're cards that you think are going to last on your roster for a very long time, that wouldn't be a bad play. But here it is, both the Kelce brothers and Kaiser White going into the Mahomes set. I gotta say, this stings a little bit that I'm actually even going to be using this card, but I think it's that good, and I'll get over it at the end of the day. It's still a little rough out there for us Eagle fans, but we had a great season, can't complain. Just hate to see the season end that way. So here is the pack that you're going to get back where you get to pick the 3 BNDs. Let me just go through them quickly. Darnell Dockett, wouldn't waste my time on it. Good card, but it's a defensive tackle, not an exciting position. Ray Lewis, middle linebacker, solid card. Wouldn't waste my 97 choices on this. Julian Edelman, another one, pretty solid, but too short at the end of the day. Jerome Bettis is a good one. The only problem is with halfbacks, we're going to get so many more of them from this point to the end of the MUT year. We want to look for cards that are going to be on the team for a very long time, or at least a month, right? They're going to be useful on the roster. Kaiser White's pretty good because he's good at both stopping the run, rushing the passer, and playing pass coverage. So super versatile. And remember, with all of these cards, if you have the Super Bowl strategy item equipped, you're going to get +1 to speed and acceleration. I believe Chiefs players are supposed to get an extra boost now because they won the Super Bowl, so you can also take that into consideration for the 3 cards that you pick out of it. You can go with all Chiefs players. Jalen Watson, a very, very good cornerback. I have him on my main team right now. We'll probably sell him when we're done with him, but I think he's a better Denzel Ward. Now, you need that strategy item to get him to 97 speed to keep him similar to Denzel Ward, but I think he's taller than him in pretty much every other space. He plays a little bit better. So if you need a good corner, I think this is a really, really good option. Travis Kelce, I mean, you can get him up to 99 speed on an Eagles or Chiefs theme team, and at the tight end position, that's ridiculous. So this is like probably one of my favorite picks as well. And then Jason Kelce, best center in the game right now. You can actually play him, I think, at left guard as well. And with a card like this at center on the offensive line, this one for most of you, even if you're not on a theme team, is probably going to be, the best at that position for long enough. And even if he's not the best, he's going to be like top 3 at that position. So going, back on it, I would probably say Kaiser White, Jalen Watson, and Jason Kelce are going to be my top 3, but Travis is right there. The only reason I would leave him out is because unless you rock some two tight end sets on your offense, most of you are going to have 98 overall, which is probably going to be 99 overall Rob Gronkowski, so you don't really need a second tight end, so keep that in mind. But these are definitely my favorite 4 cards, the later ones that dropped, and then Jerome Bettis kind of gets an honorable mention. option. But we're going to take back the 3 cards that we put in so we can throw them back onto the roster, and now we're going to have the 99 overall Mahomes plus these 3 guys. We now have most of our lineup situated with those players being re-added to the squad. The last thing to do here is to put abilities on Patrick Mahomes, because I know a lot of you are wondering, like, what are the best abilities to go with, and also what about his release? So his release isn't the greatest. It's obviously not Slinger 1, but he does get Gunslinger equipped for 0 AP. It's pre-baked in there, and I think the combination of that plus like Pass Lead Elite, or does he get, yeah, it's Pass Lead Elite, like that's going to make his release that much better. And I think just for any quarterback in the game, the amount of abilities that he can get, you just factor in that plus the attributes. This makes him the best quarterback because he can get like some of the best abilities for 4 or 5 AP total. So for me, I believe the combination we're going to go with here, and boy does it cost a lot of training, but we're going to go Pass Lead Elite, I'm going to go Hot Route Master, and those are my my preferable abilities on a quarterback, but that's only costing me 4 AP, whereas the Jalen Hurts card I was just using for this same ability stack was basically 6 AP. So we're saving ourselves 2 AP so far, and on this last bucket, I can either go with Fearless, which I haven't really used all year, but I know it's very, very good. We can go with QB Playmaker, which basically can be a whole nother, like add a whole nother element to your offense. If you have drag routes on there, you can send them upfield and it goes really quick, throws defenders off. So like that's an option there. I think I'm going to try a bunch of them. I don't really need Identifier, but it's for 0 AP, and I have this on some of my other offensive linemen at 0 AP, or one of my other offensive linemen, but like this is just another element that you can add to him. And then Conductor, you can get your hot routes in a lot faster. I have heard some issues where if you block your running back with this card, the game won't allow you to snap the ball. Hopefully that's something that they fixed, but being able to add, either Fearless to make it 5 AP, or QB Playmaker to make it 5 AP, or Identifier, Conductor, and still only be at 4 AP, just makes this card next level that much better. So I'm going to go with Fearless and see how that works out for me, but I may give QB Playmaker a try as well. And there you have it. That is the Mahomes on the squad, and we still have 1 AP on offense to work with now that we just did not have with Jalen Hurts, unfortunately. If only they would have won the Super Bowl, that could have been his card right here, but it is what it is. So we're going to definitely drop a YouTube short with gameplay with this card either later tonight or early tomorrow, so be on the lookout for it. But that's how you get Patrick Mahomes in MUT 23, 99 overall Super Bowl MVP. Thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.